up. Click. Press enter. Click.
Ice walls.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like you have a new party member this week, but that wouldn't be the case, would it? That's silly.
I mean, yeah.
Definitely not a new color, a new fifth person here listed on the table or anything. With his own money and hit points.
Oh god, 15 evade?
Hmm? No, that's armor.
Okay, 15 armor. Okay. Also, the fact that Mojo was banned from just being allowed to just, like, you know...
Yeah, I wasn't
boost
allowed to have more accuracy. Not that particularly was going to, but...
You were not the only person to be banned for more accuracy, actually.
I heard Ultima as well.
Yeah. There was also someone who said, I just want to put them both in accuracy. I said, no, you can only do one. So, yeah.
I'm a dog with a pet dog that rides on a dog.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Flit made true on her promise. She bought you a riding animal.
Yeah.
Is Rush going to be on?
No, Rush just runs with me.
He just runs alongside? That is going to be one tired hyena.
Okay, no, he can ride inside. He'll run along with me part of the time. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll have to, like, drive at 3 miles an hour so he can keep up.
He's a speedy dog.
Is Rush faster than Treble? This is a question, Liz.
What's their speed? I mean, look at their stats. You tell me. Pretty sure they're about the same speed.
5'6".
I think Rush is slightly faster.
And Rush is 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
Go movement.
Yeah. Yes. The riding animal is 8'8".
Damn it! It's faster than I am.
How good am I at fighting from it?
You have never tried. You don't know. You have no idea.
For once, I didn't ride on the
Does
top
it
of the
have
vehicle
tokens?
for once.
I should probably make them.
Because I know it's not going to be attacking, but
I should probably make them.
if I decide to run on it.
Let me make them right now,
Give me
then.
a moment. I'm getting overlapping voices.
I don't know why.
I know exactly why. I have the stream running.
So that's a good thing. That
Novice
tells us we're
mistake.
live.
Yeah. Well, I know you. Yeah. And I have the chat open on my phone.
I just have another tab for the chat.
Well, but I only have one screen, and
Holy crap.
I don't want to have to keep
Nice.
alt tabbing in and out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready whenever.
Okay.
Sucks that we're going to be playing 2 players down, but whatever.
Well, hopefully Cloud Monkey shows up. So, you see Red driving here. Twill is just passed out. Just
Give me a
dead
second.
asleep.
I
Okay.
have to come back in.
Okay.
Oh, that's the problem with alt tab, because I have a risk of desync.
Okay. That explains it then.
Are you
This is
playing
why I
on
play
full screen?
windowed mode.
Yes, I always do. I play most games on full screen. I have the chat on my my phone now. I have no reason to get out of the game.
Okay. So you guys are driving along. You're almost there. You can see that it's not as much of a tower as you thought. You see, you're on a paved road at this point.
Actually, if we don't mind, can we kind of recap where we're going and why? Because
That is a great question because
session.
so you guys had spent a short time in the city of Condom the previous night, so that Flit could reconvene with one of her mercenary companions, and they could talk over basic strategies and ideas of what the heck they were doing. Also, you needed time overnight for the Archmage to decipher the code in the golem you guys found, the librarian.
Yeah.
It's basically he's hacking the hard drive in the golem. It's a magical hard drive, and he's using magic to get into it.
Okay.
Overnight, a few things happened. Flit had a good time with her friends. Twill and Flit, I wouldn't call it a bonding experience, but I think they got over the choking thing a little bit. Katsuo, he spent a lot of time just doing laundry and folding up his uniforms. Like, he actually wasn't super excitable and social for a change. Like, he was just really happy to have a laundromat. He really hates having dirty clothes, so you guys learned that about him.
I found out some interesting stuff. Bought a scarf, a gun, and a rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a cute pet rabbit now.
To resist eating the rabbit.
Yeah, she is trying very hard to keep it away from Rush. She's like looking at Rush all worried.
I throw a message.
See, my guy's a carnivore, and what you don't know is his favorite dish is a rabbit.
I throw a message to you. It's like, you eat my bunny, you're paying for a new one.
So yeah, Vivian the second is super cute and totally not a monster either. So good on that. Flit also in the morning after everybody had rested in nice, hot, warm beds, very soft, bought a riding animal for Trouble, as promised.
Yeah, there was some unexpected events on Twill's end.
Yeah, Twill spent the night, like I said, he was partying a little bit. Some douchebag pranked him and turned him into a girl for the night. Yeah, it's like a college prank potion. It's really common. It's pretty much considered low class. Everybody's seen it. Kids fall for it sometimes. You can easily smell it if you know what it is. Twill, however, had no idea what he was drinking. He had never tasted red berry juice before, and completely fell for the trick.
Yes, I spent the whole day molesting himself.
Yeah, Flit gave him some tips on that too.
Well, that was okay.
Yeah.
My guy would know the signs of this potion, right? He's a
Oh, absolutely. With your smell, you will never fall for that.
okay.
Yeah, with your senses of smell, there's zero chance you would fall for that.
Damn!
I think most people would know it when they smell it.
Noish has no attacks, does he? Wouldn't the primary move and secondary move make more sense?
Oh yeah, thank
He said
you.
he was 8'8".
Yeah, he is 80. Actually, he's just got he technically has an action. He just doesn't have any attacks listed, so it would actually be.
Okay.
Yeah. While you are riding him, you can basically spend your secondary move for him to make a secondary move, and your primary move would be mostly wasted. So that's the way it'll work. He's got an action. If you dismount him and say, "Hey, boy, grab this and pull it to me," he might be smart enough to bring you an item or something. He might be smart enough to like kick a tree or a branch or something like that, but his actions really aren't for attacking.
Mm-hmm.
And for once, I don't ride
Well,
on
he's pretty
top
fucking
of the
fast.
vehicle
Give him the lure
instead.
potion. Just have him run loops around people.
Hey, if you want to treat
I
your
don't want
mount
to
like
risk
that,
my mount, but
I will kill him. I
Yeah.
will kill him.
Also, Katsu
I
has a
have
beard.
no doubt.
Still.
Oh, Katsu has a beard. He's not super happy about it right now. He feels very confident, but he's not really happy about the itchiness. He's gonna shave as soon as he gets out. But you guys are driving along a paved road, which is an oddity there in the desert, and there's a little like hotel and some restaurants, a little strip mall next to the tower. The tower itself is it's got a nice base area that's an inside building, but really you just teleport into the tower. It's just
Okay.
floating there, upside down. You guys don't find a parking space. Flit doesn't care. She parks across 3 handicap spots and a normal spot, then backs up to make sure she leaves at least 1 handicap spot.
So take up two handicap spots and and 2 normal spots.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no.
She's driving?
She's telling Katsuo where to park. He's like, I'm not sure about this. Just do it.
I was gonna say,
What are they gonna
it's
do?
pretty tiny
Boot
to be
this?
driving.
Are they gonna put a boot on this? Are they gonna tow it? No. They're not gonna do anything to this. Let's be honest.
I said for a test, it's like, in before we get a parking ticket.
Flit informs you that she has a criminal record. It's about 18 pages long. She does not care about a single parking ticket in a no-name town.
And before it gets towed away as well after noticing your criminal record.
You know, if they can tow something this big, more power to them. She is taking that
And
risk.
before they just summon this giant mech to just lift it up and walk away with it about held over their head.
More power to them if they can tow this thing away. Let's just zoom in on the car for a brief second. Just, yeah. More power to them. Good luck. So you guys enter. Noish will have to stay in the stables outside, unfortunately. And Twill is just fast asleep, and you guys are like, screw it, let's leave him. Katsuo puts a sticky note on his forehead.
And what does it say?
It says, gone inside to see the Archmage. Is Vivian going to stay in the truck, or is she going to stay with you?
She's gonna stay in it.
Okay. So you guys enter the ground floor area and then teleport. Ooh, didn't need to do that. Okay. Whoop. Yeah.
That's kind of interesting, the way that they swivel like that.
Yeah, that was weird. Once you go through the lobby area and get cleared, you teleport up. This stuff is all magical, so Trumple's not super anxious about it. Oh, we lost Logan.
No, I went out because I lost Sync again.
Really? It happens that much? Jeez.
What is
I think
like
I
how
was
well is
happy.
your internet connection?
I have like a 40 ping.
But how much bandwidth are you allowed to use up and down? Like, how much do you pay for?
We have a lot. We have enough. It's my computer itself. If there's something wrong.
There are signs on the wall that say if you want to go upstairs, you can go up these side halls. This main floor here does not connect to anywhere on the floor you are intending to go.
Question: is Travel scared of teleporters?
Not magical ones.
Yeah, they're magical. I'm thinking he's scared of electricity, gears, like very technological things.
Next time, I have a better computer I can try out. It just
Engines.
have to use phones or Discord.
Alright. So Flit's going to go ahead and go up one of these side paths right away.
What are we doing here?
You are convening with the Archmage, Tyan Ceal, to find out what was on that Golem's memory banks.
Okay.
The one that you rescued the previous day.
Okay. Well, I
I
guess I'll
got
follow
to see
Flit.
who the fuck Tyan Ceal is.
Yeah. So you get there and you see a whole group of people. Some of these you remember seeing from town. You remember seeing most of these people from the bar.
God, the description I left on puke.
And one of them seems to be trying to make himself unseen. Like, not one of the ones you saw before.
Uh, you see the Archmage standing on the ceiling.
I send him a text like, "You're right, dude."
He does not
Tango.
he does not have his crystal ball on him.
Meow.
Oh god.
I totally
Is
did a
Tango on the ceiling?
I totally did a tango meow. And stuff.
Tango is not on the ceiling. No, Tango is on the ground. Finally, you're here. Traffic. Yeah, traffic. What the fuck do you mean traffic? It was the middle of the desert. I know for a fact there's no traffic. Don't lie to me.
Well, we were on a very weirdly paved road. You never
they paved it
know
up
when
there?
you're on a paved road in the middle of a desert.
They paved it up there? Jeez. How much slime did it take for all that asphalt to get made?
Oh god.
I'm just like, wait, slime is used in asphalt? Ew.
Of course it is, yes. Basic chemistry. Alright, since you're all here, I'll go ahead and... Brunfok, could you close the door, please, sir? Make sure no one else gets in. Just stand in the door and just say it's closed. You can be closer if you want. Yeah, you can actually get closer in, but yeah, you close. Thank you. That's the resident paladin. I don't think we really need him here, but they were nice enough to send one. Anyway, sorry to see that my old comrade has passed away, but his library is intact. There was some damage, but I was able to restore it. I was able to get everything out of it. Took some time to search for exactly what you were talking about. The information on disease was very narrow, but I found information on a dragon.
Okay.
At this point, Iron starts talking to you and debriefs the group. She says that less than 1 week ago, on an airship in the city of Condom, a group of people, including herself, was attacked by mysterious creatures and one abductor. They failed to abduct a paladin, a gnome paladin, but then later attacked the city she was posted at, and managed to somehow subvert her from her noble cause. The Grand Paladin himself, Helmut Shroud, was very upset at this and has ordered the mercenary group to do some investigation. He's afraid that his paladin order might be corrupt from the inside, considering monsters snuck into his city. It's the first time it's ever happened. He was very shaken. One of his pupils has betrayed him. He's afraid there's other traitors inside the city, and he wants to get to the bottom of it. The paladin that was taken was an epidemiologist who was mostly a non-fighter. She spent most of her time researching and curing the sick and ill and diseased people. She was onto something, but she was abducted, which is what led them to research into disease, to see if her research could be of any use. It indeed was. Tyan Ceal then states that yes, what seems to be going on is a disease that affects only dragons, but it somehow spread to other people. There was, I would say, 200 years ago or so, several dragons that had become mind-controlled by a disease they had contracted. They formed a group and decimated cities. They were intent on hunting down other dragons to devour them and increase their own powers.
Do you know who you said mind controlled? Who was controlling them?
That's the weird thing. After the very quick survey of some of the dragon blood they got. Dragons are very, very hard to autopsy because their bodies recompose very quickly. But it was found that some foreign body was in their blood, and that seems to have affected their mental state.
So it's not much a being controlling them, it's augmented.
It appears to be some sort of mind control virus, and he suspects that that's what's happened to the people. There were elves spotted along with the monsters on both occasions, and the betrayal of the paladin, who was very obviously being kidnapped earlier and then joined their side. It all points to this virus having spread to actual people now. However, there have been people here in this room that have been bitten, and he had blood work done on them. Nobody here is infected with anything that matches the records on the golem. Not even close.
I just sit there, just completely confused and bored.
Yeah, so does Katsuo.
I'm like, so what is it? I send a comment to Katsuo, it's like, so what does this have to do with contagious narcolepsy?
I highly doubt there's a link.
He just replies with a frowny face and a question mark. He's all emoji today. He's gone high on emoji today with this beard. He hasn't had a chance to shave yet.
Does he know I was the one who gave him the beard?
He knows that, and he's not very happy with you right now.
How did you give him a beard?
A spell of bearding.
Yeah, I have like 39 miscellaneous scrolls.
They all do really shitty magic, though. Just really bad
for the
magic.
sake of it, can I just use a scroll of summon stale bread in front of puke?
Absolutely. You summon stale bread. Give me a roll. Need a roll for summon stale bread, and you are down to 38 scrolls. Yeah, you summon 2 slices of stale bread right there on the floor. Puke sniffs it, eats it.
Okay.
You're down to 38 scrolls, sir.
Totally worth it.
The Archmage just looks at you with this puzzled look. He's in the middle of talking. You summon stale bread with the worst magic he has ever seen. He just stares like he cuts off his words and just starts staring at you.
I just walk up to him and lick him.
He's on the ceiling. You can't. You can't.
Okay, I started. How tall is this room?
Tall enough where two
You
people.
can't look up.
Yeah, like a normal-sized person on the ceiling and a normal-sized person on the floor would not bump into each other's head. They're a tall person like Shaq would look at his neck or chest. Shaquille O'Neal would be tall enough, but you are not. You are not Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay, I'm just sitting there playing with a ball of yarn. The ball of yarn I have now.
Okay. Tango runs over and takes the ball from you.
I
What did you
immediately pull
expect?
out my bowgun and just like point it at Tango, just like with the face of like, drop the yarn now.
He is not even looking at you. He is playing with this yarn like it is.
Can I
Hold on,
shoot
I'm going to see how much.
Tango?
I'm going to see how much joy Tango has in regards. Tango's enjoying this above average.
Okay,
He is
can
really
I
into
shoot
this.
Tango?
You can.
I'm gonna fire one round at Tango.
Okay, I don't even have stats for Tango. Didn't expect this. Let's roll
This
it
is
out.
stealing my ball of yarn.
Let's roll this out. Let's see. Yeah, nine should hit Tango. You fire A bolt.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Isaiah.
No problem. Yeah, that's fine. You shoot the robot cat playing with your yarn. Okay, roll me some damage.
Okay, for damage.
It's what, power 11?
Yeah.
Since the cat's a robot, I'm pleased that you shot it.
7.
Tango is disabled.
And I take my ball of yarn back.
No, actually, you go flying through the door that is shut. I'm gonna roll some damage on that. Into this wall. Let's roll some damage on that. Oh yeah, no, you're just gonna straight up take 10 damage. You do not hear the rest of what Mark has to say, and your yarn is still in here. If someone decides to pick it up, more power to them. But you are flung out. Okay, now that someone's made my pet damage.
Well, this is off to an interesting start, right?
Yep. Was not expecting anyone to kill Tango.
It's not dead, it's just disabled.
The fox is just like, what the hell? He's standing by the door.
Oh yeah, when you flew through the door, it just like bust open. You crashed through it, hit the wall over here. You were laying flat on your back on the wall for a brief second, then gravity turned back to normal. You just changed your gravity briefly, and you fell to the side.
Well, at least we know my bowgun works.
Definitely. Definitely. I'm glad
I
you
just sigh and shake my head.
Yeah. You've seen this before. Tyan used to have Tango grip onto the ceiling, but the grips didn't always work, so he's fallen a few times. There's a guy downstairs that repairs him. At this point, he just keeps Tango on the ground. The little girl looks kind of sad. By the way, there's an inexplicable little girl here, little elf girl. No one's explained why.
Okay.
Yeah, just little girl.
I'm just sad I don't have my ball of yarn now.
No, your ball of yarn is next to Tango. You definitely don't have your ball of yarn. You definitely don't. He got you before you could reach over and grab it. Carrying on. Does anyone else want to attack my pet? It's over there. He can't even move now. Anyone else feel like it?
It's disabled. I'm good.
So you were planning on attacking Tango before I did, Mojo?
I did it, though. I resisted.
Shut up, Carlos!
Oh, God. Is that what this is?
Nope.
Carlos is this guy's little girl?
The little girl looks really worried. She's like, oh God, he's doing it again. No, Carlos!
Oh. Carlos is in his head. Oh, God.
Yeah, you guys are... Everyone but Flit is freaking out a little bit.
Well, and me. I'm not freaking out because I can't hear what's going on. I'm just a bit stunned at the fact that I had my ball of yarn stolen.
You're wrong.
I sent Flit a message like, could you grab my ball of yarn, please?
She replies, sorry, Toots, I can't even carry my keys. But yeah, he continues that if this really is a mind control disease with no known method of being cured right now, and the most likely person to have cured it already being abducted and turned on us, this is already very dangerous, and it's slipped under our noses way too long. He encourages everyone to contact their organizations and work on a plan of action. He has already contacted most of the major cities to warn them about a potential epidemic. If this is a mind control disease that knows how to spread itself, this could get very, very out of control. At this point, they need to find clues on how to cure it. He has opened up the floor to questions now, if anyone has questions.
Okay.
Am I allowed
if
to
we're
walk
looking
in
for
and
clues,
apologize for hurting his cat?
You are, yes.
I do that.
He looks grumpy, but he does not fling you out of the room.
Can I leave him some sort of compensation for, like, damaging his cat?
You can, yes.
I'll leave 200.
Okay.
I just shake my head at the knowledge the cat's gonna be repaired.
The little girl reaches out her hand, and the money floats up to Tyan Ceal.
But she's like his assistant?
She is his apprentice.
Ah, okay.
Since that was the question he answered.
Was
Any other
there any...
questions?
Do you have any leads on where we should look?
Well, I do have a couple of leads. Since this is dragon related, I know of a dragon corpse that was killed, I would say about 150 years ago, that seemed to be a disease-related dragon, which seems to indicate he was resistant to other diseases. He rampaged around. In fact, Aaron, I think he was your grandparent, correct? She just sort of nods solemnly. At that point, you realize this is not just a girl with wings. She's the real deal. You're actually in the presence of a real dragon, not just someone playing dress up or pretending.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool. Doesn't happen very often. You don't just hang out with dragons all that often.
Is she immune?
They do not know. She's already been attacked by the monsters that were with them, so immunity is questionable, but resistance is definite. In fact, all the guys that have attacked or been attacked by those monsters before, the other team, none of them seem to have been affected by it yet.
That's good at least.
Yeah, so they've already taken blood samples. This girl here in black refused. The dog, however, offered his blood sample.
How willingly did Puke offer his blood sample?
Once he found out there were cookies involved, he's like, I'll take her spot. I want the cookie.
Okay,
He is dog.
Is that where we're going to be going?
Yeah. Also, while you're out there, do you guys mind picking up some herbs for me? I forgot to restock the seed chest. Shut up, Carlos!
Okay. So, can I pick up herbs while we're inspecting a dragon corpse?
Yeah, we just need a small sample of the bones.
So Tyan Ceal knows pretty much most magic casters, right?
Yes.
I ask if he knows anyone who could have possibly known the curse that was cast upon me. If he knows any more details about it.
A fortune siphon curse. I haven't heard of anything like that in a long time. There are some notorious schools of magic that might treat people like that, but it's generally outlawed. If you're controlling someone's fate, you're controlling their will. You're best looking for someone in the underground if you want to find magic like that.
I just let them know, because they did this to me 10 years ago. The whole reason I have this thing on my back is I want to punch a bullet through his skull so hard he comes back out the other end.
He walks over, he's on the ceiling above you, reaches out his hand. Touch my hand. Let me check this magic in you.
I stand up on my legs, because my character walks around on all fours, and as long as she's standing, because she can't somehow keep her balance if she's standing on two legs, and she just reaches out and touches his hand.
He sort of does this weird scan thing. Looks really cool to everybody else. It feels tingly. It's like, how the acceleration on an elevator feels? It's like that, but 10 times going up and down really fast. It's really disorienting. And then it stops very abruptly. He walks back over. Whoever did that to you was no stranger. I sense a familiar soul. Whoever did that must be really close to you, or perhaps a family member.
But my
There's
family...
no distant ties.
I mentioned my family was killed before I was even 3 years old.
Oh, you lost family member.
I don't know what else to say. It was very clear that the ties that bind were very close.
Another random topic. Is it true that you knew Jack Lumber?
Oh yes, yes. He and I go way back. He helped me build this tower. The first version was... I don't want to say it was an error, but the first version didn't go so well. I had this idea that I was going to build a giant aquarium.
How'd that go?
You know that if you're in the sky, water salinity changes very rapidly? I did not.
Okay.
Do not try to put saltwater fish in fresh water. I
Do
did
you have any
did
is
grow
there
a
any chance
nice
that we can
pond.
meet him?
Oh, Jack? He still comes to visit once in a while. He might be out in the field.
I also inquired, who is this Carlos?
Nobody. Nobody. Nothing you need to worry about. Nobody.
I just sit there with a puzzled look.
DS3, turn around. Actually, give me a roll to turn around and see. Give me a roll and see if you notice. I just want to see if you notice. High is good. Oh yeah, no. You turn around to pick up your yarn ball near the tango scraps, and on this wall behind him, written in spray paint, very fresh spray paint, is the name Carlos. Nobody noticed it happening, but it's still wet. Yeah. Nobody noticed that happening.
I just said, it's like, so how do you explain that? Pointing to the fresh paint.
He's just very angry and screams, Carlos!
Back away a little bit.
Yeah, these two, like, we should go. We should go.
I walk over and see if I can see it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely there. Someone has sprayed.
It's ultimate, like have temporary ownership of Airhammer's dog.
Yes.
Oh god. You should have been there to see what happened at the end of last session. The crossover session.
Yeah, there's a reason it's Ultima.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I
I'll
want to
just
know.
say raspberry jam, and that is all.
Yep. Licking that
Okay.
jam. Okay, Katsuo thinks very clearly for a moment and asks, if they abducted the person who knows the cure, why don't they have other people start researching the project? And Tyan agrees that would be a smart idea. He's already got some of his people on it, and again, he's contacted a lot of people. He sent the ancient samples and everything the groups have collected. He tells you all to be on high alert, and any information on this new disease is to be collected. It seems to be linked to this ancient dragon mind control, and he is unhappy about it because he doesn't like the idea of anybody having just been taken over like that. That's gross and creepy, and it creeps him out as much as the rest of you guys.
I agree. I even creep myself out, but then again, we aren't the mostly normal group of people you'll ever meet.
And that's why you'll be useful.
And then again, you aren't exactly normal yourself. You're a mage who's stuck to the ceiling.
He just sort of looks at you again.
Are you still stuck?
DM3, how are you talking?
Huh?
How are you talking?
He's texting.
Yeah.
Tyan has a crystal ball out in his other hand. He's reading.
Yeah,
doesn't actually
his
use the
crystal
phone.
ball has the messenger app.
Yeah.
Is it true that you're actually stuck on the ceiling, or you just never bothered to undo it now? Can you undo it now?
No further questions.
He just walks off.
Just walks off. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what should we do? Should we go
This
to the
little girl,
dragon, or?
little girl tugs at your pants. Mr. Puppy Man, can I pet you, please?
Here, you can pet Rush.
She does.
You need to roll. I think we should make a roll for Rush's reaction.
Is Rush used to being petted by children?
No, I think Rush is violent against anything that's not overly.
He's
Violent
well trained. Yeah, that makes sense. He's well trained.
Okay, I was just making sure. 'Cause, you know, we might have Rush rip her hand off.
The little girl walks up. If you have any other questions, I can probably help.
Well, should we be off, or is there anything we can do here?
He doesn't really give orders like that, but usually if he wants you to do something, he'll tell you. I think he probably should soon.
Okay.
I'll give you a map. She just summons a map out of thin air. If you need to-
If Jack Lumber were actually around, where would he be?
I've never met him myself. He hasn't been around in a long time, but he used to come around once every couple months. That's what Mr. Ceal says.
Yeah.
I guess you can find trees. If you don't
Wherever you
see
can
him,
find trees.
if you don't see him, we have a statue. It's outside. It's upside down, though.
Of course,
Okay.
the statue. I'm like, of course the statue's upside down. This is Tyan Ceal.
Iron at that point says she's got someone to meet, and she sounds upset, and she's cracking her knuckles as she walks past.
Okay.
She didn't. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Then again, I probably didn't either.
This is a Final Fantasy DS character or something, or like
Hmm?
I don't know. That looks like it came out straight of a DS game or something.
It came straight out of a Google search. Is that what you mean?
Yes. Okay. So what should we be doing? Waiting for him to come back?
I just stare like, I don't know.
No, I can handle this. It's okay. I have a list of the herbs he needs, but you don't have to get all of them. She inscribes the list of herbs on the back of the map she gave you, just without even moving her hands or anything. They just show up.
I checked the list of herbs. How many of them do me and Treble actually know of?
Okay, I'm switching computers real quick.
Okay. You know of all but one.
With our combined knowledge,
is there
that
any,
is. I assume.
any services or anything we should look into here while we're here? Like
Yes,
anything
we have.
interesting?
We have lots of training and an amazing lab. Welcome to train as much as you can. I don't think Mr. Ceal cares if you wait until tonight to go out. As long as you get the bone sample from that dragon and the herbs, I think you'll be okay.
I'm assuming this is where we're going to be doing our training.
This
This is technically where we get our level up.
Yeah, this is where you'll get your level up, yes.
Okay.
You can also do any research you want at the library. If you want to research, it has a lot of knowledge on it.
Okay. I guess I'll look at the library, see if I find anything on, contagious narcolepsy.
Yep. Flit gets a message. She's like, shit. Okay. Guys, I gotta go. I think Iron's starting a fight. So she just runs off.
Yeah. I head to the library and look up the greatest ways to kill people. You can tell my
So are these,
character is kind of miffed now about knowing that apparently it was someone really close to her that she knew well.
Yeah.
Are the other party going to come back and like redo this on their own?
Also,
the same
Yeah,
thing.
they'll have their own version of this, yes.
now
Are you gonna have
we're gonna have me shooting
out of
Tango,
nowhere?
aren't we?
DSJ kills the cat, gets slammed.
I have to now, yes. It's continuity. It's continuity, yes.
You're just gonna like. I want you to interrupt one of them too. There's like let one of them be talking.
Yeah.
You have me summon Stillbread in front of Puke.
I don't know where you hear a robotic cat meow, and someone slammed through a wall.
Well, everyone except Airhammer was there for that.
Should be good. When is their session?
Also, do I heal up
tomorrow
after that
night.
talk?
Yeah, we can
now?
hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Do I recover after that talk or something?
Yeah, you'll recover. Give me a second. Let's take a quick break and let Logan try to connect through the other computer if he can. Because something is happening that might require Paladin's attention. So feel free to get a drink real quick. I know I am.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same. I'll be right back.
Download tabletop. But it's a much better computer.
Still can't believe that a cat stole my ball of yarn, and I turned around and just shot the cat. Does that mean I've, like, murdered my own species?
No, it's like killing a robot monkey.
Okay.
It's like there was a robot. It just took your prized possession, and you just indiscriminately, without even trying to reach to grab it back and say, no, mine, you instead pulled out a gun and shot it.
Pulled out the gun, loaded it, and shot it.
It was already loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you actually look at a book on shooting as well, bowgun arts. So you now have reasonable aim with this thing that you've never been trained in before. It's definitely not like a bow, but you do have aim, and you have learned some techniques on how to hold it better.
Oh, I guess I should look up anything on firing from horse or dogback or mountain back.
Yeah, give me a roll then. Give me a roll. That was part of his level up. This is something new.
8. Or actually, no, I don't. I'll roll 3 for the one.
Yeah,
2.
just give me 2, please.
I forgot.
It's not accuracy. 7.
7.
So I probably...
Perfectly average.
Yeah, you find some very basic stuff about how to keep your shoulders loose. You realize that you will definitely not be able to aim unless your mount stays still as well. Yeah. And even then, the mount's going to have to stay perfectly still. It's not going to be like weirdly balanced or anything. It's going to have to be very, very calm for you to aim.
Okay.
So, aiming will be more difficult.
I assume I
also
probably learned how to rapid fire the thing I have as well. Then
that's one of the functions. Yeah, you find this library. These rows are not actually books; they're like computer terminals.
Magic computer terminals, not technology.
Yeah,
technological.
It's like 70-30, mostly magic.
Good, because
I guess
otherwise
technology
Treble wouldn't be using it.
He has the hang of it. It's like using a web page you don't like the layout of for him. Like everything just feels off, you know. It's like if you normally use a PC. It's like
swapping
Mac.
from a PC to a Mac, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel quite right, but
or
it's
actually,
usable.
sorry, from PC to Linux. How about that?
Yeah, it's like that. It doesn't feel right, but he gets it. There you go.
Okay.
So, you guys are at these terminals. Is there anything else you want to research while
Yes.
you hear weird
I want
rumbling?
to research my family history, because if this was
Hear
apparently
weird
someone close
rumbling.
to me,
Yeah,
There's
the
something-
paladins run off upstairs.
That rumbling's
Both of
probably me typing on this key.
Okay.
so do you need me to roll for searching up anything on my family history?
Yes, you're gonna have to roll.
Is there any chance I can try and
Fine,
see what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you're welcome to go upstairs.
Okay, I'll follow them. See what the hell. This place is rumbling. What? Where am I going? Over here?
Upstairs, up here. You have to go up these stairs, or down, I'm not sure which, and then go up this thing to the
Oh my
upper
god, it's the
dome.
generic sage
Okay.
models.
Yeah, and you see these two dragon girls fighting it out, ruthlessly. In fact, hold on, I will get some saved objects to make this happen. Yeah, there's some lava in place. They've melted part of the ground. They are going to town.
And we have
Do those
familiarity with one of
lava
them, right?
tiles actually
Right.
naturally glow?
Yeah, I found them last week. They're really cool. Yeah. These two are just flying around.
Do we know what the hell's going on? Talking to these guys.
Flit kind of has an idea. Flit goes up to you and says, "Yeah, that's Iron's sister. They have issues."
Okay. Which,
So
okay.
I assume I found nothing on my family.
Nothing to worry about, right?
Not yet. The two paladins, Brennifock and Marshall, both are like, "Oh my god, this is terrible. We can't let this go on, but we can't stop them."
And for some reason, Steam's not opening on this computer.
Is it open on the other one? I don't know. That I couldn't tell you about.
So, as I said, I assume I probably found nothing on my family.
Not a thing, no.
I wonder if they have any better ancestry, like archives somewhere.
Maybe, but you have to remember you're from a small town, so
Yeah.
there might
I'm
be
from
no
a small
Not even
town
from a
and,
town.
and didn't even
We're just
know
coming-
anything about my family
Yeah.
because they died.
I thought you
pretty
just
much.
lived out in the woods, like I did.
My
Yeah.
character was pretty much orphaned by the age of 2. Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad.
I just sort of just stumbled down into the basement.
Alright, you're in the basement. These three are practicing some sort of ritual combination tech.
Hmm.
Here there are a few storerooms and some holding cells for presumably prisoners or experiments or something. They have magical runes on the floors of those small rooms. They look like they hold one person each, maybe two. And these three are just practicing some sort of combination thing with this glowing rune on the bottom.
I just examine what's going on.
Alright, give me a roll. Yeah, you can see they're practicing summoning. They seem to be, I don't want to say apprentice, novice summoners. They seem to be novice summoners, and they're practicing summoning the big stuff without actually summoning anything big.
Okay. I just sit there watching.
Okay.
Can I try and like get a word with any of these guys? Like,
Okay,
oh,
this isn't working out. Try just for that and being back on the other.
All right. Yeah, you can definitely shout over the combat sounds.
okay.
They're swirling around with sword and axe, knocking each other silly.
See if I can say anything to calm them down.
Yeah, they're also shouting at each other.
9.
The one with the sword definitely thinks about it. You can like see her glance over to you when you say it. Seems like you got through to her, but she's really intent on this fight. She's, into it. So, you definitely got through to her, but her desire to beat the crap out of her sister has sort of overtaken common sense at this point.
Well, what do you guys think? I tried. Should we just let them go at it? Are they gonna hurt each other?
Don't worry.
I probably am kind of curious about what's happening, and probably do. I probably send someone a message like something's probably going on.
Yeah. Flit responds. Iron's in a fight with her sister. They don't get along.
Has anyone told Tyan Ceal?
Let's let the lava dry before that.
So the lava's dripping from the ceiling, I assume.
Is this the upper floor or bottom floor?
This will be the upper floor. There's a dome ceiling here. With some windows and stuff. Some of the windows are broken.
Lava's gonna be pouring out.
Lava might pour down to the bottom floor. This person starts running out. Whoa, 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 hot.
I'm gonna talk to Flit. You know these people more than me. I'll let you decide. Then
don't worry, I won't let anybody die.
For now, at least.
Iron eventually gets the upper hand, and her sister's just collapsed and just gives up as the local law enforcement, other than the paladin, shows up and escorts them both out.
So, why do they hate each other?
Not sure. Iron never talks about her sister. I think it's a disagreement on... Actually, I don't know.
So they're in the basement then, I assume.
Yeah, he just throws each of them in a cell.
I see them get thrown in, and I'm just like, I just send Flair Test just like, what the fuck just happened?
She's like, ah, jeez. Okay, I gotta go bail out my friend. You guys can wait for me, or you can go out to gather the herbs and check on that dragon. I think you guys can handle it if you want.
Okay, before we go check on the dragon and the herbs, I'd like to go see this statue of Jack Lumber.
I don't actually have a statue. Just pretend it's here. It's outside.
A big black block.
Big stone.
Okay.
It could be this big stone block over here.
Yes, this big stone block over here. It's upside down, so from the top view, that's the bottom of the base.
He's standing on his head.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just like, he looks scary. We should probably stay away from him if we encounter him in a forest.
I'd like to meet him. Well, I might not be a lumberjack. He's a fellow
I
woodsman.
tell him, like, I'd like to meet him too if he wasn't trying to kill my home.
He replants.
Yeah, give me a roll. Give me a roll. I want to see how much you know about this guy.
Me or
him?
Yeah, you.
We both asked me.
Yeah, actually, both of you roll. I want to see how much either of you knows about him.
7. Perfectly average.
That does I will reroll.
Yeah, reroll that, please. Oh, yeah. So, Treble informs you that, oh, no, he's a hardcore conservationist, and he replants seeds.
Yeah. How long has Tyan and Jack Lumber been around doing their thing?
I'm gonna say, I mean, Tyan's pretty old at this point.
How far off? Considering if our Terraria
I'm gonna say
game playthrough took place in this world.
Between 25 and 40 years. I am not willing to make a concrete number yet. Between 25 and 40 years.
It's like, this dude must be old.
Yeah, it was definitely a statue of him when he was younger. Logan, how's that coming? You're back in the game now?
I'm in the game, yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, so that was kind of a mess.
Crap,
and so was,
I'm loading something,
okay.
and I see you moving.
Okay, if I'm
Yeah,
moving,
mine
then it
doesn't
should be
scan
fine.
itself.
I'm not sure what's loading, what's not.
Try to reconnect. I really hope I can get in.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We probably should have tested, but I didn't think it was going to be a problem. I didn't think it was going to be an issue.
It was whenever.
Why did Airhammer just want left in the thing the whole time?
Hmm?
No, Airhammer. He just.
Trying to park.
He's trying to find a parking spot. That thing is huge. At this point, he's probably sent the text.
Notice the fact that we're taking up the parking slots?
And he refuses to park
He doesn't
handicap.
He doesn't want to park in 3 handicap spots because Flit's already taken up 2 of the normal ones. So he went to 1 parking garage already, and he almost parked, but he found out it was $87 an hour. So he left before they charged him.
But isn't he like stinking rich with like 4,000?
It's $87 an hour. 87 an hour. This at least. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. So he got the heck out of there. And right now he's driving around trying to find a parking spot at the back of the hotel.
Wait, there's a hotel?
Oh yeah, there's a hotel outside. It's not on the map. There's only so much I can have on the map. Only so much can fit on the map. It's already kind of sketchy looking. All right, I get it.
Okay, so
I'm back.
I thought it was really well done.
Okay. I don't like the resolution. The resolution is kind of sketchy looking.
Well, the
I'm gonna try to
resolution
find higher
is sketchy looking, but I'm like zoomed out slightly, so it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad when you zoom out.
I think it looks good.
okay, so should we take off to go find that dragon herbs? We have a list.
Yeah, so the 2 of you are definitely in it. You should probably gather up people to go with you if you want to find other people to help out.
Okay, well, we have us 2. Twill's asleep. Let's go find Red. Red's
All right,
wandering around here.
While they're doing that, Tyan Ceal walks up to the ceiling right in front of you, Brennifock, and he says, I know you're meant to be stationed here, but given the current crisis, I believe your Grand Paladin would forgive you for assisting in the investigation. I'd like you to take a look and see what you can find with these travelers. I know mercenaries aren't really your cup of tea, but this is bigger than pride.
I like the fact that Tyan Ceal's image is like naturally just upside down.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, if
If
you press Alt on it, it's naturally upside down.
It's not just rotated, yeah. So, Tyan Ceal has asked Brennifock to accompany the others in investigating. He assumes that the talky dog person is the party leader.
Okay.
I thought I'm like the spiritual leader here. I'm the one who's brought everyone
You
together.
don't talk to anyone, and I kind of took
Well,
lead,
yeah, I
and you
can't
got yourself
talk.
thrown against the wall.
He would not assume you're the leader because he doesn't like you.
He's just-
Okay,
I apologize to
round
Tango
up Red,
I apologize
and
to
I guess-
Tango before getting into the car.
I don't think any of them are going to come with us, but I guess I should offer to members of other parties if they want to come.
They actually inform you that they have been asked
Girl
by
mission.
the little girl. They've been asked